Welcome back, tribe. Get into it.
I don't get hugs consistently. I don't hear my name being said. And there's no fault, it's just circumstance. But now I'm in a position where I feel like I sometimes can't picture a love that meets all of your needs. Or most of them. I don't know, I just wish I could make myself not want it anymore, you know? Because while I know it's natural to want it, it's painful and I'm tired. And it's just undeniable and I can't front. But you try to pretend like you don't want love or whatever, but every so often something, ugh.
Guys, I think that I independent womaned it too hard. And now I'm 36. I live in a house that I own with a great career, amazing friends and family, an adorable cat. And I may very well be alone forever because I don't want anyone to sleep in my bed. This one right here. Mm-hmm. So, just a word to the wise for all those 28 to 32-year-olds who are thinking, yeah, I'm an independent woman after a long relationship. I can do anything. You can. But just know what you're getting yourself into.
Newsflash. No fucking good girls in today's society. And there might be 1%, 2%, maybe being generous, 3%, 4% of women who are saving themselves for their husband for marriage. But today, women are fucking at the age of 11, 12, 13 years old. There's women by the time they're 25, they've been fucking for 10 years. Okay. And there's a book I promote from time to time by a guy named Daniel Bertner. It's called What Do Women Want? But essentially what he says is that there's a lot of things that men believe about women because they want to believe it about women, because it makes them sleep better at night. And one of those things is, well, women are born with more monogamous tendencies.
That's Alan Roger Curry, by the way, and he's got a book called Mode 1. He's got a bunch of books, but you should read Mode 1. It's an eye-opener if you have absolutely zero game or intuition about women.
Than men are. That's bullshit. Women like to fuck just like we do. You better believe that shit. They love to fuck. You know the female sex toy industry is $1 billion industry? You think these women are using that shit in the kitchen?
The OG of the game, Alan Roger Curry, perfectly explains modern women in the West. And that's something you should be at peace with. They're the most fun to have with, but they're not the ones to start a family or cohabitate with. If you want to start a family, become a passport bro to a traditional country and move there.
Even with the passport bro stuff, don't get it twisted and think that you're going to find your unicorn out here in the rest of the world. It just won't be as extreme as the women in the West. Like, we see those TikToks or shorts where the chicks are getting interviewed on the streets and she'll be like 19, 20, 21, talking about she slept with over 50 dudes, 100 dudes. Like, that's wild. You'll come out to these other places here in the rest of the world and the answer will probably be like 3, 5. High end is talking 10, and then anything above that, you're probably in the capital dealing with street queens, so it doesn't matter. But if you're looking for a virgin wife in the world today, bro, you're out of your mind. You're asking for unicorns. It is that rare. You have to go to some far-flung reaches of the world where their culture couldn't be any more different than ours. Because if you're looking for any woman that's ever picked up a cell phone or went to college or lived any variation of a somewhat modern life, you're not going to find that. That's just the reality of the situation. I don't expect that. I think it's insane to expect that. And the only thing you can really vet for in a woman today is her interest, her behavior, especially how she treats social media, the relationship with her father, her mother, any brothers and sisters, because in the end, that's what's really going to matter. If she's addicted to her phone, if she has a rocky relationship with family, those are the red flags you really need to look out for. Everybody has a history in the world today. It's almost impossible not to have skeletons in the closet. But the most valuable ones are the ones that have done the due diligence, that understand the trauma that they have built up or inherited from family and work to fix it, or the ones that have enough common sense or introspection to understand how the world at large works. Think about being like red-pilled in terms of society, politics, dating culture, everything at large in general. They understand that it's all a game. It's all about power and control. It's everybody's getting used for profit. If she's got that kind of head on her shoulders, that's a good match. You're never going to find the chick with a 0 body count. And if you do, and that's what you're looking for, I mean, more power to you, brother, but just not in our modern world. Not even going overseas. Unless you're going in a place that's like way off in the wilderness, dude, where there you can't even find cars. People are still moving around with horses, with mules, and absolute culture shock of a difference. Good luck.
Not one single lie told on this one. At least most males today can spot the truth and know that there's no honor to defend with today's modern women, because it's been screwed out of them. Another person stated, "Give this man a show and a book deal, ASAP." Too bad Alan Roger Curry passed away. He was definitely one of the original to shatter the myth that you should be romantic with modern women. Being romantic only works with virgin women and if your wife and girlfriend has earned it. Otherwise, it'll reduce their attraction towards you and they'll think of you as a simp. Another comment, promiscuous women can't pair bond. We need a great reset.
It is not coming.
That's true.
I called my mom and she didn't pick up, but she texted me this. "Hey baby girl, saw that you called today. My phone has been off since I'm at a women's conference for a few days, so any emergencies, call your dad." Just to give you a little bit of background, my mom is Puerto Rican and this is so unusual because she calls me 10 times a day and she never ignores my phone call, texts me after I call her, yeah, right, that's not, doesn't happen. So I say, "What do you mean women's conference? What's that? Who kidnapped you?" Understandably, what's going on? So she says, "LOL, church related, last minute from a friend teacher who had an extra ticket because someone bailed, going back in now." I'm like, okay, church thing. So I just say, "Okay, see you." All right, so the night goes by and I'm just like, I don't really know. That's still kind of weird. She didn't call me back. Okay. So I text her again. I say, "Okay, enough is enough. There is no conference for God that you wake up in church and fall asleep in church with no lunch break. You have 8 hours to call me. I ain't playing with you." Because I'm not. Also, at this point, I'm super concerned because my parents never separate for more than 24 hours. And I mean, my dad was at home and my mom is not there. And I'm what is going on? So before she called me back, I called my dad and I was like, "Hey dad, what's going on? What are you doing?" Being all nonchalant and everything. And I was like, "Where's mom?" Did I mention that they do not separate for more than an hour at most? Anyway, he's like, "I don't know, but I hope, she just comes back to me. I messed up. And I'm like, oh shit, my dad cheated on my mom. Fuck. Nothing like that happened. He made her upset by not kissing her goodbye. And so she's decided to go on some church retreat and ignore him. And I thought games would end after 30 maybe. Yo, those fools are 60! I don't think I should get married.
My son's girlfriend is Puerto Rican. We went camping over the summer and she forgot to call her mom that morning and her mom showed up where we were. And that's how a lot of traditional cultures are with their daughters, which is good. The more they check in on their daughter, the higher chance she will lose her virginity. But when they move to America or a Western country and is surrounded by feminism, they'll slowly become non-traditional. LMAO. Church retreats usually don't let you use your phone so you can focus. It's super awesome. I miss going to those. Majority of women at church are as godly as atheists. They go to church after going out Saturday night to a club. A lot of these pastors are also wolves in sheep's clothing and have affairs with the women in the church. Unless there's real nuns at the church retreat, anything can happen.
What really changed my income was definitely only.
What kind of bag are we talking about here?
Millions.
Wow. Damn it. When did you reach your first million?
First 5 months. I had a dinner with my parents. I showed them what I was posting, but this is the income. My stepdad was like, keep doing this shit. You can retire in 3 years if you do this. It was he was like, I've never seen this income in my life.
That's life-changing money. And all a chick...
Stepdad. What more do you need to know? I showed my stepdad, who doesn't even give a shit about me, told me to keep doing it because he's going to secure the bag through me. Where's the real father? What would a real father think? No amount of money in the world is worth my little girl doing this kind of shit. I'd rather break my back and make it myself than see this happen. Of course, it's the stepdad. Of course, that tells you that father hasn't been in the picture since God knows how long. She ends up doing this kind of work. Who knows what kind of childhood trauma she's dealing with, and now is using money as a means to justify her bad decision and potentially ending up alone forever because no man that she's going to want is going to want her. So she'll settle with a guy, again, that she won't respect, and then repeats the cycle of, a single parent household. And then her kid is going to get into something, God knows what. And she's going to have to play the mommy, I'm supportive role. I accept you. You're mine. It's okay. I've made mistakes too, blah, blah, blah. And then the cycle perpetuates over and over and over again. Welcome. This is the Western world, dude. Accountability, responsibility doesn't exist.
The top comment said, stepdad was #1 subscriber. That's disturbing. And the fact that this person has no problems with that might be more. Joining OnlyFans might be a symptom of being violated by a stepfather, as kids are more likely to do so being raised by a single mom. Someone replied to that comment. Stepdad applied to become a cameraman. The degeneracy is on a new level. Another replied, stepdad was in the pics. Single moms who divorce for frivolous reasons like just to get child support, this is the outcome of their selfishness. She showed them what she was posting. Interesting. Either they didn't care or she just posted photos that are a little too risky for IG. Basically, simps allowed themselves to get scammed when they could have gotten a better deal doing a Google search. But that's the trick with OnlyFans. People have to pay extra to see the private content in their DMs. So, her regular pics on OnlyFans could have been IG-friendly photos. Don't blame her. Blame the people who buy it and give her the fame. And
Or
true
both.
as well. These thoughts would be nothing without the simps. And hopefully this content can wake them up. The shaming of simps is one of the best public services men can do.
It won't stop them. Men are shameless when they're horny. It will not stop them. Stop thinking we're going to turn this around. We're not. The only thing you can do as a man is elevate yourself above this trash and stand out. There's nothing else. You're not going to save the simps. I've come to that realization a long time ago. When you put a piece of kitty in front of a guy who's thirsty and starving, he'll stab you in the back for it. You can't trust these kinds of men. They are spineless, and that's putting it lightly.
Like this, yeah.
How I met everybody. Oh, it's a list. It's a list of 150 people. Wow. Basketball court, Tinder, Snap, Instagram. Lots of Tinder, Instagrams, and Snapchats. Eiffel Tower on one of them. Interesting. Library. Moving the truck van. My homegirl's dad. What in the world? Construction site. Oh, that's her in the back here. Okay, and then it says Papa John's delivery man. Wow. Work husband. Don't you love the work husband? Cousin's friend. On a bridge. My boy best friend. Great. Pool party. Yep, been there. My sister's friend. Wow.
Find God. It's too late. There's no coming back from this. A simp commented, I'm trying to be 151. Definitely not.
Of course, his name is Caden, a variation of Aiden. He doesn't have a father in his life, of course. He's okay with sloppy 151sts.
Not worth the effort and a possible STD.
And he got 15,000 likes. 15,000 Caden likes. What's left of it, though? We don't know, Brandon. Sounds
Someone
like you had a
replied
dad.
to the comment, what's left of it though? Obviously, nothing worth having. A guy commented, bro, I don't even know 150 people. The passport bro movement is growing because men are sick of getting road worn and used up women.
This is part 2 of me telling the third guy that I wanted to be intimate with that I've got herpes. So I told him, and he was like, okay, well, we can't have sex. And I was like, okay. But then I was like, wait, it's really common. I know it seems a little crazy. And I just started spitting all these like statistics at this poor guy. But then he was like, no, well, I have Crohn's disease and I just don't really know, like I'm on immune system suppressants and yada, yada, yada. I just don't think it'd be a good idea. But also both of my parents have herpes, so I know how common it is. Like, don't worry. And that was something I wasn't expecting to hear, but it made me feel a lot better. But then we kind of like still like made out and like cuddled and touched and stuff, and he still made me feel very, very sexy afterwards. And we don't talk anymore, but it was still an overall pretty decent experience.
Who's shocked that this feminist-looking chick has herpes? The second top commenter said, I have herpes too. Whoever I got it from never told me. I'm hella lucky my husband is supportive and he got it from me and didn't leave or get mad. So she...
Oh my God. Why would you write that in a comment section? What the hell? Unbelievable.
The first partner I disclosed it to researched it and does everything he can to help me avoid outbreaks and also keep...
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You have a chance to walk away. You put a piece of kitty in front of a guy, he's willing to deal with STDs. Idiots, idiots. You think you're going to save these kinds of people?
I'm safe. I love him so much.
Oh my God.
This boyfriend refuses to pay for his partner's birthday meal.
Just can't afford it. I just can't afford to see it all out as a group.
Are you joking?
Okay, so it's not boyfriend refuses to pay for girlfriend's birthday dinner. It's refusing to pay for all her friends. They should be paying for themselves. You're not supposed to foot the bill for the entire chicken coop, my friend. It's just your chicken.
No,
That's not what you said to me last week.
that's not what I thought we agreed on. I thought we agreed on me and you, and that was the thing.
Yeah, but that's on Thursday.
It's crazy because you meet women that have two different thoughts on this entire thing. Like there's women that'll get mad if you spend money on their friends. They actively guard your wallet against their friends and anything else. That's all her money. She thinks of it like that. You take her out, it's just us. These girls can get their own man. And then there's other women that are like, no, you need to bust open your wallet and pay for everybody here. You have to show out. You have to make me look good. Like I picked a man with deep pockets that can support all of you just so you can make her friends jealous of her. Very big difference in attitudes. Regardless, man, anybody with the head on their shoulders, a woman especially that wants to keep a man long-term and isn't using him for his wallet, won't be asking you to pay for all her friends. If a woman is asking you to pay for her friends, that's not your girl. You're just the group simp. That's it. You're the next simp trophy she has. And she'll keep you around for as long as you'll stay around, which for some guys is their entire lives because they don't have any self-esteem, any sense of self-worth, and they don't care as long as you got a little kitty dangling in front of them. Telling you, these guys can't be saved.
Next Thursday, we're going out today. It's my birthday today, and you said that you're going to be paying for them.
Oh, guys, stop arguing.
You're joking.
It's your birthday, like...
Unbelievable.
Shouldn't be getting this stressed out, yeah.
Last minute, honestly.
I'm not a sugar daddy. If you want a sugar daddy, go and find one. It is what it is, isn't it?
There's no need to say that.
Wow, that's rude.
It's what it is, isn't it?
Like, are you joking?
Trying to make a joke out of me in front of your friends is fucking...
Well, the joke's probably your bank account if you can't afford it.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Why are you saying all this now?
Should you have to?
So I just thought show it up for your friends.
No, right.
That's clearly what it is.
She's just suddenly decided.
What's the issue? You said
So she got him to show up to her friend's house and try to make a joke out of him, pressure him into paying for all the girls, stood his ground, and immediately all of them start attacking him. Should tell you what her friend group thinks of him and what the friend group has been doing in his girl's ear this entire time. So I'm telling you, man, single women keep women single. That saying is true. Your biggest enemy in your relationship is your girlfriend's friends. Always. They are the worst people to get advice from. They're always talking in her ear. It's pathetic. Keep in mind that quote. It really does reveal a lot. Birds of a feather flock together. So the average of 5 of the closest people you hang out with, just watch her friends. If her friends are all a certain manner that you don't like, if they talk a way you don't like, they act, they go out, party, get wasted, drink a lot, talk to too many dudes, understand your girl's exactly the same. And that will be the downfall of your relationship eventually. Don't fight it. Just understand. Don't get into a sunk cost fallacy. Don't try to hang in there. Just leave, bro. Cut your losses early. Start anew. There's plenty of boxes out in the world. Stop treating it like it's the only one in your life that you'll ever get, because it isn't.
That last week, this is rearrangeable. Can't you just say this last minute now? Do you know what I mean? It's one day that I want to have this, and I can't even do that.
struggling, man. Like I say, for
What
you,
do you mean
yes,
you're
sweet,
struggling?
but
You paid for
your
your sister's
friends,
birthday.
it's fine,
There's 10
though,
of
isn't it?
them.
It's-
Oh, so we can pay for his sister, we can't pay for his
You're an absolute joke. Because I'm so sorry about this. He's just an absolute joke.
You don't have to be sorry for anything,
Like,
honestly.
they've actually travelled 1 hour to get
You're
here.
showing up now in front of your friends. I
I'm
think
not
that's the
showing
joke.
up in front of my
We're supposed
friends.
to be in a
You
relationship,
said to
aren't
me
we?
last
That's it,
week
your
that
friends.
you would pay for them. You shouldn't have said it if you weren't going to do it.
You heard that, you heard
Just,
that, but I
as
can't
always, you
remember
never
saying
deliver,
that.
you never do anything for
Same
me.
as-
I've not had a
same as-
gift, I've not even had a card.
Listen,
Literally,
man.
you're actually...
You didn't even get her a card. How cheap are you?
You didn't even give me a card.
I feel like you should just leave, like...
Like, do you know what? I'm just
Right,
not in a good headspace right now, and you're just making it really worse.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Girls, I don't...
See how it came out? You never do anything right. You never buy me any. You never, never, never. This has been going on in our head a long time. This relationship's been over. She's just looking for reasons to cheat and leave and get in arguments. She's out in front of girlfriends. That dude shouldn't have even been staying in that doorway this long. The moment he said the very first time, I don't have the money. It is what it is, isn't it? Do we have a problem? We do. You find yourself a sugar daddy and walk away right there. You walk away. She would have came running after him and then you would have just laid it down right there. We're done. Go find the man you're looking for. It's clearly not me. You and your friends have a good birthday. Pay for yourselves.
I don't even feel like going out anymore. I'm so sorry. Like, we'll just do something at home. Because this guy is an absolute cheapskate.
Get and a lot of years. There was nothing to do with years.
Yeah, well, that's really nice, isn't it? Especially on my birthday to tell me to get...
They say his bank account is a joke because he ain't paying for all of them, but they can't even pay for themselves. This clip right here perfectly shows why so many men just don't bother with modern women.
Things girls love but will not ask for. We like it when you guys are being assertive. There's a difference between questions and assertions. Assert yourself. Obviously not in the wrong context, but like for example, let's say we see flowers. Don't ask us, do you want me to get you flowers? If we say yes, get me flowers, like we feel like we're asking for it and we feel needy about it. So just pick up flowers yourself and get it for her because she's gonna like it. Or like, don't ever be like, do you want me to take pictures for you? Just take pictures for her. Like, instead of saying, should I do this? Should I do that? Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that? Say, let me do this for you. Let me do that. Because worst case, we're just gonna be like, no. Instead of saying like, yes, do that for me.
Imagine a guy saying that.
I don't think she understands what an assertive man is and what she's looking for, a spineless simp that is supposed to read her mind and be at her beck and call and do everything she ever wants. Take pictures of me, buy me flowers, do all this stuff. That's not assertive. That's being a slave. That's going to literally destroy a relationship by trying to appease somebody who will never appreciate all the appeasements because she expects them now, because they're not earned, because she wants you to do these things without her doing something in return, being good in the relationship. What do I do to earn flowers? Have you ever asked yourself? What do I do in this relationship to earn these gifts, to earn this extra attention, love, intimacy, etc.? They never ask themselves. It's expected. This is called the princess mentality. This is the princess treatment. They want to be spoiled because their simpy fathers did that to them. These are the worst kind of women to date. These are the ones that will end in flames. You avoid the princess types for this very reason. Nothing you will ever do will ever amount to anything worthwhile for her because she's been getting free shit since she was a little kid. She had no boundaries with her father. Her father never instilled any hard boundaries with her and kept them. Always supplicated, always broke, probably with his wife too. That's where she gets it as well, seeing how mommy was treated. Now he treats her the same way. Now she's going to treat you the same way. It's going to be the whole nagging, you never do this, you never buy me anything. Jenna's boyfriend did this for her, why don't you, blah, 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 the constant comparisons. And that's all you are in her eyes, is a facilitator of things, material possessions. And when you don't facilitate or you can't, you're worthless in her eyes, so she leaves. Good luck with that kind of relationship, man. Sounds like heaven on earth, eh? We'll see you guys on the next one.